I don't know how much I can say, but basically we're seeing European militaries are increasing readiness, and it seems like as a direct response, we've right after that, there were some reports about like people being called back to units. So that's number one. That like there are decision makers in governments and the security establishment that seem to be taking it seriously. And then the other thing is the discourse in European defense publications and things like that. And then talking on social media and whatnot. It sounds like they take the threat seriously. They understand the implications of it. They're not saying the usual copes that we see sometimes from Western militaries about like, oh, we've got a system that can do this better and blah blah blah. It seems like they understand that this is like a sort of a new capability, and there needs to be some kind of way to respond to it. Both of those signs I think are promising.
But it reveals a weakness that is still present in Europe, and hopefully will go away as their hopes and dreams are fading. The hopes and dreams of European leaders have always been that Russia is never going to do something against NATO, so we don't need to spend as much money and resources as we should in order to make our militaries ready for a confrontation with Russia. So we're just going to spend the absolute minimum amount of money and resources to help Ukraine so they don't collapse. That has been, the mantra of European aid to Ukraine. Nothing more than the absolute necessary, except for, some exceptions, like Denmark has been, very offensive with their aid. But generally, even though Germany and Norway is providing a lot of aid to Ukraine compared to others, it's the absolute minimum, right? And the other hope has been that if Russia does something stupid, we're going to be able to count on the Americans. Both of those hopes are, absolute garbage they could throw in the bin. There's nothing that is substantial that can be substantiated about those hopes. The Americans are not going to come and help us. Forget about it. And Russia doesn't give a fuck. They're going to do things like this, and they're going to do more of them as long as we don't do something that will actually hurt Russia physically and very badly.
In Minecraft, I just want to make that clear for YouTube. But